extra money. What would $30 a week, how would that change your life? Well, it's not going to punch a hole through the universe.
No, you usually hear the door slamming, the phone hanging up, or your relatives don't speak to you at Christmas time. Yes.
Well, that's why you just purchase all your own products.
I see. I see. So, and give it to them at Christmas.
You have sales quotas that you have to meet.
Oh, yeah, very definitely. Or you get kicked out.
Here's the positive end. So we've kind of looked at...
We've looked at the negative end, but let's look at the structure of the positive end and why MLMs form to begin with, how it's positive for the companies.
I believe that they form because people want to be an entrepreneur.
Oh, I believe that, yes.
They want to be in control of their own destiny. People are not satisfied with their jobs or their careers that they've chosen, and they're wanting extra income. And, if you work it like you should, then what you're going to find is you're going to find very much opportunities to grow that income. And if you don't treat it like a hobby, yes, I said hobby. Yes, hobby.
Or part-time hobby.
Yes, you have to treat it serious. It's business. Money is being exchanged. So you want to be able to treat it with the respect that it needs. A good business card. Okay. Now,
absolutely.
I won't jump on my bandwagon over the business card.
No. I think we did a show on that already. But yeah, no, I understand what you're talking about.
You want your brochures to be...
branding you.
You really do, because you're the face of the company. It's just a platform. It's no different. And I look at certain industries that they have a platform, but ultimately people buy in, or they go to that person, or I'll say person, because of whatever their branding has been, or the message that they present. Real estate agents, mortgage brokers, let's say financial planners. People in the financial industry. Period. Well, that's a great way. That's a big area. You have to brand. There's a platform, right? Right, absolutely. They have their specifications and regulations and terminologies. Local insurance agent. I mean, we can go on and pick apart different industries where the person has to be branded over the product. Right. And one of the things that often happens is that people brand the product and they don't brand themselves. The individual. Therefore, they love Ma's mop, and they can't wait to use it on their floors every day. But when it comes time to replace that mop, they remember Ma's mop, not the person to whom sold it to them. Yeah, and I think that's a big owie, Very painful owie. Well, you're spending money on the brochures, you're spending money on the advertisement or the Facebook ads, or however you're putting your... Getting it out on the marketplace. Yes, your market. And what you're finding is that they're really not getting a return. How do you track that return? How do you track any of that information coming back to you? Yeah, that's very true, and it's very difficult to do for sure. So it's kind of like a one-time sale unless you've got a real strong track to their keeping you in touch with them continuously and tracking what's going on as far as their product needs and how to solve their problems. I'm always curious as to why the manufacturer, of a product has, they choose to set up their business structure that way, because often the products are good. I'm not saying that they're garbage products. Well, very true. But it's hard to find sometimes if you're looking for somebody that has a product. Right. And you don't know, a lot of times people don't know that those products are available to them, or they're even out there, unless they've got an individual that's marketing that product in that local area. I think one of the things is that I flash back to, because I sat into so many meetings and tried so many different MLMs. The first thing that always came back to me was that the parent company doesn't really care about the end results. What they're caring about is if we can get all these people to sign up, they have to buy the product, correct? I mean, you have to have demo product. You can't go out with Miracle Soap if you don't have the soap. So what we do is we set up quantities of Miracle Soap that you should have. Now, I'm not going to worry if I'm a big company if I have 1 million people that have given me $50 a month or $25 a month or whatever and are buying my product constantly. Why would I worry about the next guy down the line? Why not have the person that's not branded, that's the MLM, sweat and get out there and get more people, because they're going to sign up. And when they sign up, where does it go? The majority of the money back to the manufacturer. Now,
They don't have to do mass marketing because they've got the foot soldiers out mass marketing. They don't have to worry about moving the product because they've got it all set up. And the foot, what I call officer, is making sure the deliveries are made, the shipments come through. It cuts down considerably so that why would I really, if I'm a big company, and I won't mention some of them, but I can remember a couple of them back in the 70s and early 80s, that these guys had their garage full of product, because they got a special buy, and you can make a 30% or 40% and quotas and all this neat stuff.
You have to earn PV, BV, and...
Oh, yeah, all that neat alphabetical
CD
stuff. Yeah.
Whatever that is.
And then when you get down to the end of it, you have product to give away to your relatives at Christmas time because you've gone out of business.
Yes.
So you have a whole bunch of it. Or you're washing your car with Miracle Car Wash forever, you see. So it's just kind of, and I guess we're really being negative about it. So I guess we should summarize because there's several people out there that are in the MLM industry. So I think we should probably summarize in some good points for them to look at. Oh, it's quiet over there, is it? No good points?
Well, of course, there's always good points. It's business. I think that, first of all, if you love the product and you love it enough to promote it, and you're able to save money,
well, that's
why not use it?
Right.
Right. Okay. Just because you join a club doesn't mean, or a direct sales
big
marketing
organization. Yes.
Yeah, doesn't mean that you have to quote get out here and shift the universe, so to speak, with your sales.
Right.
If you're passionate about it, then it's not work. So,
it's
Bill,
fun.
I think that the very first, you have to like what you do.
That would help, yes.
And
you have to like the product, the people you're working with.
Absolutely. A lot of them, they're tied to a cause. You have to respect or appreciate the cause.
Very true.
And so if that feeds your soul, then
that's what you need to do.
I think that you should go for it and make some money along the way. But give it the respect. So I'm gonna kind of wrap it up this way. Okay. If you enjoy what you do and you're passionate about the product, the service, or whatever that it is, then by all means, jump in, because passion sells 24/7.
Right.
Okay. People buy into you. They don't buy into the product.
Correct.
Although the product can't be garbage, it needs to be good.
It has to be a good quality product. Yes, tested on the market. Oh, yeah.
So that has to work. There has to be value creation there. So you have to there has to be enough value. And if it's enough value for you, and that's why people do blood, sweat, and tears. And they work, 80 hours a week.
Doing this stuff. Sure. I can see that.
I think that if that helps you along your journey, this journey called life, the longest journey that we take.
That's correct. Unless you're me.
Well, I wasn't going to go there.
Oh, I know, but I thought I'd throw that out because we're getting close to the end of the show, and I just wanted to throw that out.
Then I think that would work for you. Then I think that would work for that person. And by all means, I growing up, and I'm sure you've heard this, you've got to go out and find yourself.
Right.
Okay. So the longer that I live, the more I come back to, I'm not so sure if we have to find ourselves as much as we have to create ourselves.
And I think that's a good point. Yes.
And part of an entrepreneur, no matter what business structure, is pushing your own personal limits. And it comes from really a different place. Yes, there's a financial, enticement there.
Right.
But you never know what you can do until you start pushing your own personal boundaries. And it's not about goal setting as much as creating the character that you need to be able to attain that goal. And I think that that's a much deeper conversation on any level.
We're going to have that one of these great days. We'll have to sit down with a cup of coffee over the table and really get into that, because it is a very deep subject, and it is a lot of pros and cons to it. So I guess in summarizing, because we've really run out of time, I guess the best thing that we can tell everybody is, number one, love what you're doing. Yes. Check out the product. Make sure it's good. Get some education about what business is about. And last but not least, think outside the box when you're marketing these products. And I think you'll have a good shot at it if you really, truly feel this is what you want to do.
I agree.
Oh, great. Well, we've run out of time, but of course, the actual moment of the show, when you give the last word is always so exciting. So your positive note today will be...
Love yourself enough to live the lifestyle that you deserve.
Yeah, it's exciting. Very good. I don't know what to say. I'm overwhelmed. Usually,
we appreciate our listeners.
Yes, we do.
That.
We really do. And if you have any ideas for the show, we want you to do us a favor. Go to www.keepasmiling.com. And
that is Keeba Smiling.
That's right. That's Keeb, not P. B. keepasmiling.com. You follow the box down and go ahead and drop us a line and tell us if you like the show or if you have other ideas for the show. We'd love to hear from you. We do read these mails. I don't want everybody to think we just tell them, oh yeah, go ahead there and we'll ignore you. We do read the actual mail as it comes in. Candace, it's been fun. Do you have anything, classes or anything coming up for Wild Child?
Well, we're kind of wrapping things up for the end of the year. And our last class is going to be the 7 steps of the sales process. And that'll be held at the last Saturday of the month.
Well, super. Well, great. So, hey, look at today. I want you to, no matter what business you're in or how you're involved in the business or life in general, remember, take a positive note. Keep a smiling.